Alyssa here. Welcome to The Honest Life. I'm going to try to get through this video as quickly as I can and try to speak faster because this last video that I made, I was just so slow, and that is a result of me being so tired. But I'm going to try to speed things up for you so that I'm not so boring. So I have a 36-week pregnancy update for you today, and at the end of the video I'll give you a nice bump shot. I have grown a lot in the past 2 weeks. 36 weeks pregnant. I'm in the home stretch. I have 4 more weeks to go until my due date. I am tired. I am out of breath. So I know that in the past videos I have mentioned that I have been having restless legs at night, and oh my goodness, it is so annoying. And the more pregnant I am, the longer I am pregnant, the worse it has gotten. It has lasted this entire pregnancy. So I am really looking forward to this baby coming out so that I can have my body back. Well, to an extent, I'll be breastfeeding. But I read online that I could take magnesium for restless legs. And then I was also getting cramps in my calves, and oh my goodness, like bad Charlie horse. So one morning I started to stretch waking up in bed, and my calves just cramped up, and immediately I relaxed them because I was like, oh no, I don't want a Charlie horse, And then for 2 days after that, they were so sore. And I would massage them, and nothing really was working. I just had to kind of wait it out. But I read online that I could take magnesium for muscle cramps and restless legs. So I have started taking magnesium. My legs are still restless, but my calves are not cramping up. And the restless legs, it's really not as bad as it was a couple weeks ago before I started taking the magnesium. I think magnesium is helping. I'm only taking 200 milligrams a day, and I did call my nurse before before taking it to make sure that it was safe. I don't really know anything about magnesium, so I just wasn't sure. So I gave them a call, better to be safe than sorry, and she said that women who are pregnant and have chronic headaches in pregnancy, that they recommend magnesium, like 400 milligrams of it. But she said just to start with one dose, the 200 milligrams, once a day, and see how that works. So far, I think it's helping. What else? I have had some swelling. It's not super visible. I don't think that I look very swollen. I don't have cankles or anything, but some of my pants are a little bit tight around my calves, and it's not muscle. I have not been working out. I think it's swelling. And also my ring, I can't wear my engagement ring anymore. I'm now only wearing my wedding band because it still fits. And sometimes it's even a little tight, but wearing my wedding band for now, and I'll just put that engagement ring back on after the baby comes. So I am starting to swell a little bit. It's not like miserable, but it's happening. It is happening. So a couple of weeks ago, I was actually feeling really good. I mean, I had some aches and pains and things in pregnancy that, it's just normal. And everything that I feel now is still normal for pregnancy. But the past few days have been kind of miserable. And just last week, a couple of my friends were over, and she said something about, something was boiling in the kitchen. And so I just hopped right off the couch and I kind of pranced into the kitchen, and she was like, why are you running? You're so pregnant. I was like, I feel great. And then just days later, I was having a difficult time walking. I skipped church and my sign language class on Sunday because I couldn't walk. I made one trip to the grocery store for like a 20-minute grocery store trip just because we needed some food. And I'm leaning over the shopping cart like I can barely stand up. And there were a couple of reasons. One, I was just in such nesting mode and wanted to get everything done that I wasn't resting a lot. And my feet and my legs hurt so badly. So I tried to sit as much as I could on Sunday, and that's not easy to do when you have a toddler who always wants your attention and wants you to be up and doing fun things. And then the other reason is because this boy, he just got really, really low, and he's been on all of these nerves down here, and I had a lot of sciatic pain, or whatever, with the sciatic nerves with my daughter and her pregnancy, but this one is like, it's not just the sciatic nerves in the back, like I don't even know what all these nerves are called, but I feel like he's just hitting all of them and doesn't want me to stand up straight. Sometimes I'll be walking totally fine, and then other times it'll take like 10 minutes for me to be able to walk standing up straight, because he just gets in a position that just hits on all of these nerves, and my knees like give out, like you cannot stand up straight. It's pretty wild. So my house is kind of suffering. It doesn't take long, from not being on top of things around the house, for things to just kind of get out of hand and the house get messy. And my house is just a mess right now. I'm sitting in the only clean room in the house, which is the nursery. And I look forward to giving a nursery tour as well. There are just a couple more things that I want to do to it before I show you. But stay tuned for that. But yeah, my house is getting out of hand because I keep having to sit down. It just takes so long to do anything. I cook sitting down. I wash dishes sitting down. I'm just trying to sit as much as possible. Yeah. It's just hard to walk. It's hard to stand right now. What else? So you may have seen in my previous video that baby was breech. At my 30-week appointment, he was breech. The doctor kind of accidentally found that out. He wasn't really looking for it. They don't really check for position so much before then, or like before 36 weeks. But he had a med student in with him, and was like teaching her how to feel for the baby and stuff, and realized baby was breech. And I was pretty stressed about that, and you can watch previous videos to hear more about that if you'd like. So I've been doing a lot of downward dog. Been getting upside down as much as I can. I've been like getting on the couch or a chair or the bed or something, and putting like my knees on the bed, and then I'll put my forearms on the floor, so I'm just upside down, and try to hold it there for like 30 seconds, and do that a few times to try and flip him. And then one day, I mean, it was like a day or two after I started doing these upside down things, I was sitting here and I felt, I think that's whenever he flipped. He is head down now. But I said, oh my goodness. The movement it hurt, and it felt like just something. It felt like he flipped. It felt like his whole body turned, and my belly went, and I was like, oh my goodness. But I think that's whenever he went head down. But I've still been doing these upside down things ever since, just to, do what I can to get him in position. I didn't know for sure that he had flipped. But again, my toddler mimics everything that I do. And I get upside down and she's like, Mom, what are you doing? And I said, I'm trying to flip your baby brother. And so she was eating French fries the other day and drinking my husband's sweet tea. So then she got in the chair and she put her hands on the floor. And my husband's like, Eowyn, what are you doing? And she said, I'm trying to flip my French fries and tea. Because she knew that French fries and tea go into her belly. She was trying to flip them like Mom flips baby brother. I thought that was so funny. She's so cute. This pregnancy has been fun when it comes to sharing it with my daughter. She's really made it fun. She's made me enjoy it a whole lot. So yeah, baby's head down now. I had my 36-week appointment today, and I said, could you just check and see if he's breech or not? Really hoping he's head down, and I just need to know. And so he felt for the baby. He couldn't tell in my cervix because I have not progressed at all. My cervix is completely closed, which is fine. We have a little bit of time. So he pulled in an ultrasound cart, and we saw that baby's head was down for sure. And oh, what a relief that was. So relieved that he has head down. I hope he'll stay that way. I think he will. I don't think that they do a whole lot of moving after 36 weeks. So I'll just stay upside down, encouraging him to go that way, and hopefully we have a smooth vaginal delivery. Please, Lord. So in addition to all of that, I've really been trying to prepare myself mentally for having another child. Sometimes, it's like a baby's in there. You see the baby on the ultrasound, you feel the baby move, but it is still difficult to wrap your mind around another human being in your home, and one that is fully dependent on you. So I'm trying to prepare myself for that however I can, and I know there's no way to really truly be prepared. You just have to take it as it comes. But decorating the nursery, doing my sewing projects for him, just getting things in line, and really just praying about the transition of going from 1 to 2 children, and praying over my daughter and how she will react to the new baby. And she's so sweet and she's so excited. I know she's going to adore him. She loves babies, but I know that it is going to be an adjustment for her too, because she has my undivided attention most of the time, and it's not difficult for her to get my attention. And so I know that it's going to be a change and an adjustment. So I'm just praying about all of that and asking God to give me peace, peace through delivery and all of those things. Also the finances of the hospital and all of those things. It's a little bit stressful. And so I'm trying to just let go of what I cannot control and take it all as it comes. Trying to relax and rest and prepare my mind for birth and trust that it will all work out. It's a lot, I mentioned that I had anxiety and then I was really stressed, and my sister was like, why are you stressed? And I'm like, well, I'm about to have another baby, like a human who's totally dependent on me. I'm going to go through labor and delivery and all of it is so unknown. I don't know how the labor or delivery is going to go. I don't know what this baby is going to be like as far as if he's going to be a good eater, a good sleeper, in good health. All the signs point to good health, so I'm so thankful for that. But you never know what you're going to get, and it can really wreck with your mind whenever your life's about to change drastically, and you know that a huge change is coming, but you don't have a clue what it's going to be like. And then also like just money and finances and stuff is always stressful. And she's like, you shouldn't worry about those things. I know. The Bible says to not be anxious about anything, but in everything, through prayer and petition and thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace that transcends all understanding will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And I do believe that. And I am clinging to that. And I am claiming that. But I am human, and it is hard sometimes to embrace that and to let go. I'm a little bit of a control freak whenever it comes to my home and my family and my body. And these are just things that I cannot control. So I'm trying to cast all of my cares to the Lord. I know He will sustain me and get us through. But yeah, it's big changes. So if you are in this boat, if you are stressed and you have anxiety over these things as well, or you're fearful, I encourage you to bring them to the Lord in prayer. And I also want to say you're not alone. And I think that there's so much to be afraid of and so much to have anxiety about, that it's totally normal to, have those feelings and those thoughts at this stage of pregnancy, or any stage of pregnancy, really. So you're not alone, and there is hope. I think that's about it for this pregnancy update. Now that I am 36 weeks, I will be having weekly appointments from here on out. But I think I'll probably just do an update, like if there's something significant to update you on. I'm not going to do a weekly update just for the sake of doing a weekly update. So if there's something interesting, then I will let you know about it. Otherwise, I'll probably update again at 38 weeks, and we'll see what other videos I throw in here. So like, subscribe, let me know who you are in the comments. Every time I see new subscriber and a name, I'm really excited. But there's if you don't post videos, and there's no way for me to go and comment to you or message you that I know of. But I'm excited to have you here, and so feel free to introduce yourself in the comments. I'd like to get to know you as well. So all right, let's do a belly shot. Me trying to stand up. It's comical. Oh, goodness.